Hi everyone, welcome to another Procreate tutorial. This is the drawing that we will be completing in today's video. If you are new here, I mainly post Procreate tutorials, so if that is something you're interested in, go ahead and subscribe. Otherwise, before we get started, the only thing that you will need to do is download the color palette, which is just two colors, white and black, and the special font that we're using. If you'd like to use this font as well, I have them both linked in the description below, totally free to download. For the color palette, just double tap the file that downloads and it'll automatically pop into Procreate so that you can use these same two colors as you follow along with the video. And for the font, you will need to go into your font library and click import font and then find the font file and upload it that way. If you need more help with that, you can find some awesome guides either online or on YouTube to help you import the font. So take a little time to go and do that and then come back and we'll get started. Okay, first things first, we will go over our canvas dimensions. They are 10 inches wide by 6 inches high at 300 dpi. The color profile that we're in is the second one on the RGB list. And for our layers today, we only need literally 2 layers. So you should be good to go. It's kind of a weird canvas this time, but that is what we're working with. So this is our color palette, 2 whole colors. The white for the background, the black for the trees. The white we'll use on the text as well. So go ahead and make sure that your background is set to the bright white color. It should be automatically, but if you need to, you can click on the background color layer and select this white color on the color palette to get that filled in. Then we will be on layer 1. We will grab our black color, the second one on the color palette, and we will use our monoline brush under the calligraphy tab. And the first thing that we're going to do is just lay out the line of trees. We'll have probably like 10 to 12 going across, but I'm just going to start here. I'll set my brush to about 20%, and we will just start on the left side here, and I am just going to draw some straight vertical lines all the way across the canvas. So starting a little bit from the top here on the left, I'll draw a pretty tall one, just a little bit ways in. Draw a line, hold it down, touch my finger to the screen to make it perfectly vertical. The next one, I'll just go over a little bit, make it a little bit shorter. Make the next one a little shorter still. Maybe go back up. And I'm just trying to kind of space these pretty evenly all the way across. But if they're not perfect, that is totally okay. Just kind of varying their heights as we go and not following like a specific pattern, you know. I'll go up, down, up again this time. You know, down again here. But I do like having the ones on the far right and far left be pretty tall, so I am making sure that that is happening. But that is the layout of our trees. We ended up with 11 of them. On that same layer, same color, we are going to switch our brush to the Aurora brush under the artistic category. Maybe we'll set it to about 7%. And I'm just going to start at the tippy top here of this line. And I am just going to start drawing back and forth horizontally all the way down. And I am going to go out further here and there, keeping it close together at the top, getting wider as we go out, but coming back in sometimes. So it's not just like a straight line down. We'll go out, back in, but then again going further out each time as we get closer to the bottom. So we are going to do this just following our line all the way down, and obviously at the bottom here it will go over our next tree line, but that is okay because that would happen naturally. And then we'll just move on to the next line and do the same thing. And we are going to do that going all the way across. So I will stop talking now and let you get to work. Last thing I'll say is we want to make sure that we don't see any of this straight line, so make sure to cover that up pretty good. Like at the top, if you need to go up a little bit further to really get the line covered, go ahead. And then as you're going down, just make sure that we're really covering that entire line. Okay, so this is what it should look like when you're done with all of your trees. Next, we'll add some little birds here. On the same layer, we'll grab the dry ink brush under the inking category. Set that to about 10%. So up in the left corner here, I'll just make some cute little birds with the little V shape. A medium-ish one and a smaller one. We'll do 2 on that side, and then we'll do 1 bigger one on this side. Something like that. And then we will add our text. So we actually don't need to add a new layer. We will just go up to the gear icon here, click on add text, and it automatically adds it onto a new layer. Mine always ends up way above my canvas, so I am just going to click the arrow tool and drag it down. But as you'll see, it's on its own layer here. So I will click on this layer, click edit text. I will double tap this and bring up the keyboard so that I can type in all caps the word forest. You can type whatever you would like here and you should get the same effect. I'll double tap this again and click on this font just to bring this menu up. We'll find our special font here that we downloaded. It's the Fenwick font. If you want to choose any other font that you have or that comes on Procreate, you can. You can totally mess around with these to kind of see what you like. But I am just going to select that font, drag my little outlines here to the edge almost, and then we can start increasing the size quite a bit. I'll probably have it at 150-ish, and then I will increase the kerning as well to kind of space it out a little bit further to about there. Then I will click my arrow tool, drag this down into our trees quite a bit, kind of try to get it pretty centered down there, like so. Click on our layer menu, turn off our tree layer. With this forest layer still selected, click the selection tool, turn it to automatic, and then I'm just going to tap on each of these outlines until they turn white. They should not turn blue. Click them all. If it turns blue, that means that you selected inside the font on the white area, and you just want to select all of the black areas like that. Go back to our layer menu. You should then see these gray horizontal lines that shows that you have selection active. Let's go back to our forest layer. Click on the layer, turn it back on with this checkbox. Click on the layer, turn on alpha lock. Bring it above our text layer. Select the white color on the color palette. For our brush, grab the Avalon brush under the materials section and set that to just 100%. And then just drag all over the canvas, and it will fill in those letters only where they are covered by the trees. So that gives us a really cool effect. So click the arrow tool, click it again if you need to, just to deselect everything, but that gives us a really cool effect on our letters and really makes them pop just where they're covered by the trees. Makes it look kind of like they're hiding in the trees. So that is literally it for our drawing today. 2 colors, 2 layers, but some fun stuff that we did with the text and some selection tool stuff. And that is also my favorite way to make trees. So I hope you enjoyed doing that part. I always have fun with that. So I hope you had fun. If you did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more tutorials from me in the future. If you would like to share your drawing on Instagram, please do so and tag me so that I can check it out. While you're there, go ahead and give me a follow so that you can see what I'm working on next. One little tip for posting it to Instagram: this is a weird canvas size to post to Instagram. It'll probably cut it off. I like the way that this looks as a picture, but for Instagram, I did go ahead and put it on a square canvas instead. So if you want to do that, you can go up here to the gear icon, click on canvas, crop and resize, set the settings to like a 10 by 10 square, so change that to 10, and then make sure this is off. Click done, and it'll automatically recrop it. And then I'll just go in and select these 2 layers and move them down. I like it like all the way down at the bottom. I think that looks pretty cool. You could put it in the middle too. That looks good also. But either way, that is one tip to just get it on a square for Instagram. However, again, I like the way it looks like this. Kind of a weird canvas, but I think it works well. So all that being said, thanks so much for watching.